The content you're about to enjoy comes from the archives of The Best You. We're devoted to the very best in personal development. With a magazine and resources dedicated to inspiring and changing people's lives. At The Best You, we work with the world's leading writers and trainers on the evolution of the self, and people whose journeys have been affected by their work and words. For more information, go to www.thebestyou.co.
And we've still got some great speakers joining us today. We've had Les Brown, we've had Matthew Knowles, the music producer, and obviously the manager for Beyonce and Solange. We've had Jack Canfield. We've had Dr. Sonia Striblin. She spoke yesterday. Masadaji. We've had also Didi Wong. We've had Dave Meltzer. He spoke a couple of days ago. Michael Neal. He was brilliant. Sharon Lecter. Love Sharon. She spoke yesterday. Doug Vermeeren. He's joined me a couple of times. And we've had Kerry Conley, who's actually going to be joining me in a minute. We've had Jeff Hoffman from Priceline, the millionaire, billionaire, who is just an amazing individual, a great humanitarian who said some beautiful things, well, about the brand, The Best You, what we do, and it was an honor to have him here speaking as well. We've got Vicky Scittini speaking later on today, and then we had Judy May Murphy speaking on Monday. Doug Vermeeren, he spoke yesterday. I've got Gabriel Nosovich speaking today. Also, I've got James Arthur Ray speaking today. We've had David Fagan, Doria Cordova, Ona Brown. I loved the banter between Ona Brown and Les Brown. That was so great. We had them for like nearly three and a half hours. What a blessing that was. The man brought me to tears. He said some beautiful things, Les. And when Mr. Brown says those things to you, it hits home, and it hit me home. So without a doubt. Bill Walsh also spoke. And we've had Dr. Fabrizio Mancini, a great guy. He's done some talks in Spanish and in English. And then we've had John Shin. And yesterday we had Eric Swanson, Mr. Awesome. And then Darren Winters, he spoke, and I think it was at the beginning also on Monday or Tuesday. It's all a bit of a blur now. And he did some great training on investing in stock. So it's been an amazing weekend, an amazing week. And I'm just kind of so blessed and so honored. I mean, we had around 350 sessions. So that's a lot of sessions happening throughout the week. So it's been amazing. Now I'm going to bring in Kerry Conley, who I just wanted to bring her in to say thank you. She supported us in this expo, and she's been very active and proactive in connecting us with people as well. So I just wanted to recognize her and thank her. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, Bernardo. Bigger question is, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I don't know. Listen, I'm blessed, and I'm, touch wood. I've got great energy always, and I always, it's tiring. They're really long days, but I just enjoy it. I still feel the energy. I get the energy. I'm feeling the love, and then you do get a lot of people who have said some really nice things, at least to my face, which is always nice, isn't it? But no, I mean, everyone's been very, very thankful. And a lot of the times I was saying to you, I think off camera, I question why I do what I do. But then I do know why I do it, because I know ultimately kind of what we're doing here is making a difference. And it is providing, the speakers and people that want to attend, a place to connect and network. And I love to see the community that's been built this week, which will continue to grow. As you know, I mean, The Best You has become a big global family now, and people joining us from all over the world. So no, it's been great. It's been very exciting. So Well, so Kerry basically has spoken. When did you speak? Was it on?
I spoke on the first day, Saturday.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Well, actually, I've spoken 4 times, but the first time was on Saturday.
Yeah, you spoke a couple of times, and then you joined us here a couple of times. So Kerry is a vision expert with passion for revolutionizing vision and purpose. Her goal is to touch people of all ages, adults, young adults, and families with young children. The importance of having crystal clear vision and written down with dates. Children who determine their God-given purpose at a young age can reach unlimited success and be spared with feelings of insecurity that a lot of people have. So obviously for me, knowing the work that Kerry does and obviously, the challenges that she's had in her life and how she's made this her purpose, to help people find ultimately what their purpose is and helping people have clarity on the vision, I understand is one of the most important things. So how's it going? How's it going for you? Because I know we talked about being a little bit zoomed out, but obviously this is here to stay. We're just training and we're getting better, and I think we're gonna have to. So for us, it's obviously how are we going to make this even better? So I suppose for you as well. You're connecting with more and more clients remotely, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, totally zoomed out because as speakers, we'd much rather be on stage with live breathing people in front of us because that's where we get our energy. But this is the next best thing. And so doing great. And like everybody else, just getting super creative with how I reach my audience and continue to do my vision workshops. I think I told you, Bernardo, that I've decided to kind of pivot a little bit over the past year and want to start working with young adults. So I'm putting together a couple of focus groups at the end of this month, specifically for young adults, to talk to them about their vision and ask them questions around what their needs are so that I can build some sort of platform for them for their life skills that they're looking for. So I'm very, very excited about that. I've wanted to do that for a very long time, especially since my son died 3 years ago. So just very excited to find out what they want and how I can fill that need.
And what kind of age bracket are you working with people for that with?
It's really interesting. I had thought that I would start with, let's say, somewhere around college age, upwards to maybe early 30s. But I've had so many people ask me if their 18, 19, 20-year-olds can also be in these focus groups. So I kind of opened up the door for them and told them, if they're mature enough and they're looking right now to figure out what their vision and purpose is, I'm not going to leave them out. So it'll be interesting to see what these focus groups bring, Bernardo, because I want to filter the information and the workshops that I've been doing through them to see how they receive it. And then just like I said, just bring them a litany of questions around what else do you need? Because like you, I know a lot of really awesome people in a lot of different subjects that I could probably bring to them in topics that they're needing so that they can maneuver life, especially life now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think one of the things that I particularly am very passionate about are obviously the youth. And one of the things I've been exploring is about how we could do a Best Youth Expo, which is all about, providing, teenage kids, a platform where we're bringing either educators, teachers, learners, and the young upcoming talent with a platform. So I really would love to explore a Best Youth Expo. I'm not sure when, but as soon as we could, would be something that would be really appealing to me.
Right. Well, please keep me in mind for that because this is truly where my heart is right now. Again, especially right now with everything going on in the world, they've got to be just shaking their heads wondering what in the world does my future hold. And even without everything we have going on, they already think that when they get out of school. So I really am just feeling very called to put this together. So hopefully we can collaborate more on that.
All right, cool. All right. Well, Kerry, how can people find you?
They can find me by, I gave out a free gift all week long, Bernardo. So if they want to get in on that, they can just text the word guide, all in caps, to 26786. And they can go to my website, which is just kerryconley.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, great. Well, Kerry, thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for your support and all the great work that you do. It is so special and so needed. And lots of love and all the best to you.
Thank you, Bernardo.
Thank you. Take care. All the best. Bye. Guys, well, we're going to be back in a few minutes. I'm going to be a few colleagues and friends of mine are going to be joining me very soon. So we're just going to be back literally, I think, in probably just a couple of minutes. So we've got some really great speakers lined up for you this morning and today. So please make sure that you stay around. As I said, apart from this patch, the main kind of one of our main attractions for the week is Marisa Pierre. She's going to be on stage literally less than an hour. So you don't want to miss that. Marisa is a phenomenal speaker. Makes so much sense. She joined me yesterday for 15, 20 minutes and it was just amazing. Then Gabriel Nosovic. After that, we have Vicky Schettini. Then James Arthur Ray. Looking forward to listening to his talk. It's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then Bernardo Moya at 3 p.m. Not sure what he's going to be talking about, but hopefully it's something that's relevant and current. So anyway, guys, I'll be back very soon. Thank you so much. See you in a minute.
For complimentary resources from my book, my complimentary e-course, The Power of the Question, or recommended reads, go to www.thequestion.com/resources. For more information on my coaching or mentoring, go to www.bernardo-moya.com.
So part of what I wanted to do here now was to recognize and thank a lot of the people that have helped me along the journey. Now, I've invited some of my team. some of them are all very a lot of them are very technical. Some of them not so much, as they say. But the bottom line is I wanted to invite them to come along just to say thank you and to kind of discuss the story of the Best You Expo, because, you know, it's an interesting one. And obviously a lot of what we've done, a lot of what we're doing wouldn't be or couldn't have been achieved without them. So I'm very grateful. So I've got a couple of them already here, which I'm going to bring in. The others, well, they're somewhere. They're somewhere in cyberspace. So hopefully they will join us and connect us at some point. So I'm going to bring in Tony first, Tony Caruso, who is a little bit, you know, she's been here behind the scenes. Tony.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Last day. Woo, we did it.
Yay. No, not that we're excited not to be with you guys. It's just kind of like we want to get back to our lives. Last time Tony slept was, well, a long time ago. Anyway, so Tony Caruso is my event manager. She's been helping me with obviously the production, dealing with all the main stage speakers, and then, you know, taking care of the team. We've got at least a team of 5-6 girls that have been taking care of all the admin, uploading links, chasing links, sending banners, resending the banners, then resending the banners again, and then sending the information. So we've got 4 or 5 girls plus Tony, and, you know, they've been doing a great job in making sure that, you know, we run as smoothly as possible and then sort out whatever technical issues we may have, which we've had a few along the way, especially with the virtual. So Tony's done a great job, and I want to recognize you, Tony, and thank you so much for all your patience and all the dedication and still keeping the smile.
Well, I just want to say, Bernardo, you know, we've been through a lot of ups and downs this week and a lot of new things. It's a virtual world. We're all learning as we go here. But, you know, the best you talks about bringing out the best you in people. And I must say that you live your brand. I have never seen you crack. I have never seen you be in a bad mood. You have just been so gracious all week long. And it has been a pleasure to be behind the scenes and help you out.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, thank you. Yes, it's been, we've had a laugh. We've had a few laughs. It's the only way that I can operate anyway, you know, kind of like you got to laugh. But there's been some moments when it's been a bit, but, yeah, no, it's been amazing. So I want to invite a couple of the team, the sales team. Now, Tony, if you don't mind, I think Katie is lost somewhere in cyberspace. If you can try and find her. I think she was in Excel events. I don't know what she's doing over there, but anyway, maybe she wants to come and join us here. And then Steve, and then bring them in and you come back in. So okay, I'm going to invite Michael. Michael, I'm going to invite you in. Michael Salter, how are you?
Very well, very well. Yeah, I've managed to find the link and send it to Katie, so she'll be joining us shortly, hopefully. Very good, very good. Well, listen, it wouldn't be Katie if she wasn't a little bit late. So Michael is Michael's been working with me for quite a few years now. How many years now, Michael? 3 or 4 years, I think, Bernardo. 3 or 4 fantastic years. I mean, it's been quite a journey, and this has been quite an event that you've pulled off. And I know you are hearing it from lots of people, but I have to reinforce what Tony said. You've managed to keep your cool and your nerve and your professional approach throughout this whole event. I think I would have hidden somewhere in a bit of a sulk for some of the things that happened early on that happened to me. So it's all credit to you. It's been brilliant.
No, thank you so much. I want to thank you for your complete 100% belief in what we're doing. And in me and kind of like, you know, and then your level of professionalism when you work with everyone. So congratulations to you. Thank you for your support.
No, it's great. I've loved it.
No, thank you. And it's not an easy job, you know, because we're obviously trying to help people, assist people and, you know, encourage people to come and join us. And this wasn't an easy one because, you know, we're doing the virtual expo and we were learning as we went along. And I've learned a lot this week on what not to do and how we're going to do it better. But that's kind of how it's been. So I want to thank you so much. I'm going to bring the rest of the team in. So stay there, Michael. And then I'm going to bring in Katie, which I think is in the house. There she is. Katie. Right. So Katie, well, I was just saying, Katie, that, you know, if Katie's been working with me for a very long time. Now, Katie and Steve, they're only 25, but they've aged a lot, you can see, because working with me is doubles your years within, you know, 2 months. So it's been very intense. It's been an amazing journey. But Katie's been at the forefront of always helping, kind of like, you know, speaking to clients. She's got a fantastic, phenomenal, very professional customer service approach. And always when we've had, you know, top clients, she's always been taking great care of them. And I wanted to thank you, Katie, for your work and dedication and, you know, kind of what we're doing, as you know. because I think one of Katie's favorite sentences, which she says with love always, and I know, Bernardo, you don't listen. And I know that I don't listen. But, kind of that's the problem. I've got this big vision in my head. I see very clearly how it's going to work. And then, kind of I just drag them along. And then we tweak things and improve things with feedback and obviously with their support. So thank you so much for all your help. Thank you so much for all your work. And
thank you.
I'm very excited with what we've done. But I kind of, were you involved in Expo number 1? From Expo number 1, weren't you?
No, not the first Expo.
The second one, yeah.
I joined when it got more successful.
Yes, exactly. The first one, Steve was with me, and then it was. I remember it was Steve and Julian. I've had a lot of people working with me over the years, to be honest, but I have had a lot. I haven't had that many sales advisors, best you advisors. I've always kept kind of quite a tight, small community of people, and they've been loyal and worked with us. Even a lot of the people that were working in sales, they still stayed with us for at least a couple of years, haven't they? So, we've always had a really good, strong, solid team. And then I remember my conversation with Julian and Steve when I told them about the Best You Expo. They looked at me like I was a Martian. What is this? What are you doing? And that was in Excel, which is a big conference hall that we were running it in. And then I remember I didn't sleep for like 4 months. And I share that story from 6 to 16,000, which is. I did a video recording about that, how my first Expo, I stood outside and there was 20 people in registration and 6 clients waiting to come in. And and I remember I was looking for a bar, I'll be honest with you, Michael. I said, where is the bar? But it's only 9:30, it's not open yet. And then I was sharing the story which you guys have lived with us when we were in Olympia last year in London, and we went outside to the door. We couldn't see the end of the queue. There was 2,500 people waiting to come in. So it's been an interesting journey.
Has indeed.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring Emilia in as well, and then I wanted to bring Adri. Hey, Emilia, how are you doing?
Hello. Hi, I'm good, thank you.
How's it going?
How are you?
So, hello, Emilia, where are you?
I'm in London, England.
London. Katie, are you still in Spain?
No, I'm in England. As you can see from the boxes behind me, I am packing up my house and moving house mid-Expo. Interesting.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. And you can't do that virtually?
Not really. No, I'd like to have done. I really would.
Okay. And Michael's in Spain. So Steve Steve isn't around at the moment, but Steve, he's not around often right now because Liverpool won the league, the Premier League. So I think they still celebrate. Yeah. It was 27 years ago the last time they won it. So obviously he had to celebrate. How's it going with you, Emilia? How's things?
I'll tell you, she's had a fantastic time.
I was watching Les Brown talking. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm enjoying positive vibes, good vibes, uplifting. It's amazing to learn so much in such a short time.
Yeah, I
think, can you hear me?
I can. There's just a little bit of a delay. I think
breaking a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, this is what happened. The recording will finish, and she'll be saying, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We finished, Emilia." Yes, we got it all, darling. I think for me, I was saying that Les Brown was definitely one of my highlights. I absolutely loved him. He was brilliant.
Yeah. A lot of great speakers to choose from, though, so it's very difficult to say. Yeah. And even some of the less known speakers have been amazing and given such insight, and they have all been about giving. So I find that amazing, and the scope of people, from people who are talking about finance to people who are talking about getting your sexy back to it's been a very broad spectrum, and I think that's what's so fantastic about the Expo. There's something for everybody.
Yeah. It's been lovely to see how people have been connecting, through the chat and posting messages and things and networking, which is one of the things I always say. People underestimate the power of the connections in the room. Didi spoke yesterday, as always. She's so lovely, so bubbly. She's been, I mention her very often, but, she's just been so great to us. She's recommended us and sent us so many customers and clients over the years. And,
she is great.
She started 2.5 years at the Best You Expo, so that was a beautiful journey. So I'm going to bring Adri in, Adriana. Hey, Adriana, how are you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing great. Hi, Bernardo.
So Adri is has started with us just literally couple of months ago, 2-3 months ago, and she's just hit the ground running. So we were looking at building a team over here in the US to grow and to, because we're going to have obviously a lot more presence in the US. And Adri's come and joined us, and she's putting together a team, but she's done a great job. So how was it for you, this first experience? Obviously, you never experienced anything of what we used to do before. You just read about it, and you believe us that is what happened. Customers have told you that it did happen. But you're just experiencing this virtual world. How was it for you?
Well, I actually absolutely loved it. And I just wanted to say, it's been an honor to work with you. And it's, also to thank you for welcoming me to the team. I not only love the event, but I love the process to the event. I have the privilege of booking talent for the event and just hearing all of the different speakers, their stories, what they're passionate about, what inspires them. It inspired me, and just seeing them prepare to actually, be here at the event. It was a really rewarding opportunity. So once again, thank you for having me on the team. And I really look forward to growing and building with the best you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. You've done a great job. And I think, I know a lot of you in the team have been connecting, chatting, taking care of your customers at the Expo, which is really important. I think a lot of the speakers and exhibitors should have felt kind of like at least the intention and the love, because even I want to recognize the girls, Bev, who's kind of my EA, my assistant, and also, she's my right hand, and she takes care of all the other girls as well. She's been amazing, with the amount of work and hours that they put in, and hours changing links, setting links, sending banners, and trying to help people on Zoom or in emails. And then obviously also we've had Crystal's done a great job. Ava's done a fantastic job as well with the speakers and exhibitors. And we've also had Donna and Valerie that's just joined us as well. So, we've got a great team behind us. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you all. And I get that I don't know if I could work with me, to be honest. It's probably it would be quite appealing and quite interesting because but what is he come up? I remember when I used to come into the office and oh my God, what is he coming up with now? What is next? But I want to kind of recognize you that because you're all smart enough and clever enough and you've been around enough, to know that kind of like, what we're doing is life-changing. What we're doing is very unique, and what we do, has a meaning to it. And I think that's the buzz that we get because we're pretty burnt out when the Expo comes, but then we go and do it again. So no, I was sharing some of the ideas that I've got yesterday, which I think we're going to be talking actually ourselves on Monday in the debrief with all the things that we've learned. But I'm very excited with this format of the StreamYard and streaming all the talks and setting up the bar and the quality of the production, i.e. we will be taking care of the full production, advising on the camera setup, green screen, and everything that we need to do in order for them to have a high standard quality presentation that doesn't fail, i.e. we're coming straight to StreamYard like you guys are. You see it's really, and we can advertise, people can have their banners, their tickers, and they can really kind of like put any call to actions related to anything that they wanted to advertise. And that's the kind of thing that we want to do. So kind of like, even these kind of little messages, I'm not going to take this opportunity to tell you that we're on Roku because I don't need to tell you that. But these are the kind of things that we want to be able to do for all sorts of people and obviously change, and offer commercials because we're going to be on TV. And I think what I'm very interested in exciting is how, the live event is so different to the virtual event and the marketing of the virtual event, but it is online. But it's how do we take then and connect the online with the TV where we're now reaching 190 million people. So that's kind of what I felt this week when I started seeing us on Roku, where it kind of hit home. I think this is just a completely different concept now when now someone's talk that was speaking here today, tomorrow they could be saying to them, hey, you missed the Expo? Oh, it doesn't matter. You want to be at the Expo because you can chat, talk, connect, engage with people and network. You can't do that on TV. But if you miss my talk, hey, here's the link on my talk on Amazon because it's already uploaded. And I spoke yesterday at the Best You Expo. That's the kind of power that I think, no one has, no one is doing. And that's kind of where we need to go. So that's what we're going to be doing as far as I'm concerned for the Expo. And I'm just very excited about, that opportunity and where it goes. So, excuse me, Katie, I just have to say something because, not me, but Michael has normally slagged you off a little bit because you're always a little bit late. I never do that. I just want to recognize that Steve has arrived 33 minutes late, so he's here now. So I'm going to round of applause for Steve.
Hi guys, sorry. Sorry.
Thanks for joining in.
I was stuck in traffic.
Yeah, and the lighting is great. The lighting is great. This is what we're telling our clients, that the lighting is essential. Sorry, so this is
look fantastic. You all look fantastic.
Thank you so much.
You do too, Steve.
So this is normally one of our Zoom meetings, but kind of we're just doing the same. We just slag each other off a little bit, and then I do a lot of talking, and they just listen and say, "Oh my God, what now?" And then off they go. So anyway, guys, I want to that's exactly it, isn't it, Steve? So Steve, when I started in personal development, so when I lost all my money. One of the times, and I went and I had to start all over again at the age of 38. This is when I took over the company, NLP Life Training, and Steve Kelly was working for what was Paul McKenna Training, the company that Paul McKenna was promoting Richard Bandler. So he was already part of the inventory. I got him with a calculator and a computer. He was included in the furniture, together with Rachel Joseph and a couple of other great people. But so Steve worked with me for 2-3 years. He also left because he needed.
Then I had enough. Huh? Then I had enough. Had a breakdown.
He had a breakdown. NLP wasn't enough to cure him and help him, so he had to go and find another job. But he came back. 2-3 years later. So you've been with me now another 5, 6 years, 7 years?
6 years now. Yeah, 6 years.
So in total, I would say that Steve's probably been with me total maybe 8 years out of all my years in the UK.
Yeah.
So Steve has seen it all and experienced it all. So we were talking about the first year Expo. I think I was talking to you and Julian. I was sharing before how I was sharing with you and Julian. I'm coming up with this idea of the best year Expo. I remember the face, both of you looking at me like, what are you doing? What is this?
Yeah.
And we pulled it off. And I remember because we've had quite a few of these experiences, haven't we, Steve, where we thought, are we going to?
I always get the heebie-jeebies the night before, and I go, oh my God, how do we do this?
But this was our third Expo. I think it was our third, not our fourth. It was our third Expo that Steve came to me very worried. 1 week before, says, Bernardo, what are we going to do? How are we going to pull this one off? And I said, mate, relax, believe. So one of the things I always say to them, believe. And then Steve, all of a sudden, he didn't really believe me, but hey ho, let's go along. And I remember you walking around the hall, Steve, at the Olympia, and we had around 12,000 people at that event, and we were walking like very, very proud, weren't we?
Yeah.
It was an amazing.
I remember saying to Katie, I think it was December before the event. I had to have a chat with Katie to talk. Katie, how are we going to do this? And we had a sort of, Katie said, just don't worry about it, just go with the flow. So she helped me through it as well. Yeah, I always get very worried.
Yeah.
We did it together. It was a banter bus. We all got on the banter bus and off we went.
So no, it's been a very exciting journey, and kind of I was saying to Steve the other day that Les Brown, for me the other day, he said some things I think I nearly teared up because he just said some beautiful words to me, and he said that because I started questioning what am I, as I always do, why am I doing this? Or why am I doing this? And Les said to me, says, not a lot of people can do this. He says, it's not a lot of people can do this. What you do is here for a reason. God has put you here for a reason, he told me. And I remember I started nearly tearing up. And I thought, well, if Mr. Brown says that, then I'll continue another year. So that was the plan. And then I had Jeff Hoffman, the other day. He's a phenomenal individual who I really deeply admire. He's a billionaire on the Priceline, Booking.com. And he said the most beautiful things to me the other day. So, kind of like, I want to transfer that to you guys. You are the conduits of us transferring, kind of my vision, idea, dreams, madness to a reality that then you have to explain to humans who then have to buy into kind of what we're trying to take them and the journey that we're going to try to take them. And it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. I really think that kind of we are now at a stage with all the virtual expos we got happening, with us moving to television and a lot of the stuff that we've got online. I think this could be a phenomenal opportunity for us to have that global reach that I've always wanted. I mean, I've always wanted to reach hundreds of thousands and millions of people. And I think we can do that now with the television. You know, technically, you know, right now, which is all streaming and all the Expo talks, it's on Roku. So any of those 80 million people can tap into that now and start watching this talk. So it's a different game. So
everything is possible. We believe.
What?
I said everything is possible. We believe.
We believe.
We've seen it.
We've seen it. So, guys, what is it? What are your thoughts regarding kind of the experience that people are having, and what could we do, or what will we do to make it better? What you guys are thinking?
For more information on collaborating, partnering, sponsoring, supporting, or speaking at any of our events, or finding out more about our legacy clubs, go to www.thebestyou.co. If you're interested in finding out more about the amazing content we have, please go to www.thebestyou.online and get your 14-day free trial now.
Who wants to go first? I'll go first then. Yeah, I think, we've had a good response from people. I think it's only going to get better. And I think the thing that you realize with virtual is, as you said, people may come on the day and watch people speak, but a lot more people may actually have missed it and be able to go back to it. And then by us being able to put it then to TV and put it on all the various platforms, in today's world, that's what we need to be able to do. When you're at a live expo, it's fantastic to be able to, talk to people face to face. And I think there's a massive place for that as well. But the difference is you're there and then you're gone. And with this, it's there, always. And, I'm sure, as you said, Bernardo, you're going to start, putting it out on TV, but also on all the different platforms that we have as well, that people can view constantly. So even if people may not have had the uptake, when they were actually speaking that they might have even expected, then they're still going to be able to, have that opportunity to reach even more people in the coming maybe month or two.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And years. And I think that's kind of one of the things that I like. I mean, so we obviously are going to have the content available in this portal that we're using this time for 30 days. Moving forward, what I want to do with all the Expo talks and all the Expos we do will be to provide and upload the content to television too for 30 days. And then the idea will be that anyone that wants to keep that talk there for longer, for a year, can pay us a small fee, and then it will be also on the TV. And I think kind of what I want to do is I want to help people, because it's what we do at the events, don't we? At the event, we have a producer, we have an AV engineer, we have the lighting. So I want to make sure that we coach them and mentor. So, hey, come to this streaming. We will set your banners, we'll set your call to actions, we can set your adverts, and we can literally just put that in there. And then, provide people the opportunity to have a quality talk that is, yes, it is recorded at home, but you've got a green screen, you've got the lighting, we've coached you and advised you on how it is, because then we need to make sure that it's TV worthy. So I think so. And then because kind of what I learned is exactly kind of what you're saying, Katie. I think, you look at television, what was television? Well, we used to watch, and I know a lot of you aren't from the UK, but in the UK you had BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV. And you had to look at what's on Friday, what's on Saturday. Well, you sat down at Friday, Saturday. Television, that's completely different. Netflix dictated that we watched it, and then I'm going to watch television Friday, and I'm going to watch for 6 hours. I'm going to watch the whole series. So people watch what they want to watch when they want to watch. And the fact is, guess what? The people in the industry of personal development, it's the same. Okay. I might want to invite people to my event, and I might want to attend it, and I want to do it live, and I'm going to do a big event so we can connect and have a networking opportunity. Great. Guess what? People are going to watch it when they want to watch it. And we need to give people that freedom, and we need to give people that facilities, because we can't dictate when people want to watch things. And that's kind of where I think this is where we need to go. It's the quality content that's recorded, that's filmed, that will be on the TV, will also be on the online platform, on the Best You Online. So we're servicing people in the way that they want to be serviced. I might want to have 14,000 people here. Guess what? We didn't have them because, it's just, there's just so much out there. And as I've said, anyone with a Zoom account right now is a seminar promoter, so kind of like, because they can just literally invite, hey, I'm inviting all my friends to come along. And then, you're competing with thousands of other events. But no, I think it's been a really, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot this week. Learned a lot. So I'm listening.
Good.
Katie's laughing. You should have turned the mic off before. So, Tony.
Yes.
We've been talking a lot about kind of what we're going to be doing as well, aren't we, from a logistical point of view on providing. So Tony's been doing a great job. And one of the things that I love that we've done, because although this platform, StreamYard, has some kind of green screen, we can see the people when they're there. We can't actually talk to them. It's got a few little things that could be doing. But you've been doing a great job. You suggested us having a Zoom, which is what we got. So we've got a Zoom, we've got a green room. And now instead of us emailing the hell out of all the people, because that's why we're going to have the app ready before the next Expo. People will build a profile, they'll have their profile, and they're literally registered to an event. They'll just send a push notification, they're done. No emails, no nothing. And then they show up, and then if you connect with someone, it's in your profile, the same as it works for LinkedIn. So the Best You app is the LinkedIn for personal development. That can be used for every single event. So whoever you've connected with in the next event, not in this event, you obviously connected with them, but you'll be able to have that profile set up also in the platform. But I love the idea of the green room, which you've done with Zoom. Is something else that I think we want to do for the speakers and exhibitors, instead of us maybe emailing so much, having daily schedules that the speakers and exhibitors can come and join us. So we provide them the training and the service that they need and the support that they need. And one of the things we're going to do with you speakers and exhibitors, because we love you very, very much, is we're going to teach you how not to do things lastminute.com.
Please.
Because you're killing us, okay? When you've got 350 sessions and 190 speakers that ask you 376 questions each, then it just becomes a little bit of a challenge. So you guys, you feel sorry for us, but do you really? I mean, help us here. You can help us.
Well, if you're going to have a talk and you have a signature talk, you should have that already down pat and know what your title is and your description is. Have your headshot ready. Don't be changing up the day before going, you know what? I had an epiphany last night. I want to change my title. Little things like that. Just understand that, we're all working here and we all want to support you. We all want to make everybody the best that they can be. But please understand, last minute changes are very difficult.
Yeah, and it can be done, but it's just multiplied by the number of speakers that we have, and then again, I think sending us a PowerPoint presentation 3.2 minutes before the actual presentation is not part of the PowerPoint presentation. Kind of come on, work with us here. So help us help you, and that's kind of one of the things that I again kudos. And we lay our hats off to our girls, because they've done an amazing, brilliant job. So it's a whole process of what we're doing, but we're really looking at how we can streamline this, because in my mind, these expos that we're doing are mini expos. They're mini expos. I mean, I want to have 1,000 speakers. I want to have 1,500, 2,000 brands listed there. I want us to have 100, 200, 300,000 people logging in from all over the world to watch them. I want this to be linked to television, which open it to millions of people. And I'm telling you, I mean, my intention for Miami, I'm just giving you a heads up here. I am planning the most ridiculous event in Miami, because, I mean, some of the...
Come on, Bernardo, share some of those ideas with us.
Why not Dallas? Why not Dubai? We've got those before.
Well, we do, and we will. The only thing and the only reason I am saying about, in particular, Miami is because of the reach of the Latino Spanish-speaking market. So yesterday, and here I am already I'm going to be sharing something I probably even shouldn't say right now. But for example, so Jeff Hoffman, he was talking about, what's the rapper, the one that's been doing all the campaigns with him?
I had it a second ago.
Pitbull. So Pitbull and Jeff Hoffman are kind of like buddies. They've been doing all these campaigns. So obviously he's massive in the Latino market, but he does some amazing work for schools and for charity work. And that's why they're so great. So because Jeff, and I'm going to ask a favor of my friend Jeff, is to introduce me Pitbull, and I'm going to ask Pitbull to speak in Miami. And then I've got a couple of people that I know, Gloria Stefan, I'm going to ask her to see if we can get her to speak. Now, here I am. Here's Bernardo putting names out there who he hasn't even confirmed. But guess what? I'm going to ask. If they say no, shame on them. But no, the truth is that I think the Latino Spanish-speaking market has a phenomenal reach, and a lot of the presenters that we already have confirmed to speak there are in Galavisión, Univision, the biggest Spanish channels. So remember, what we've done here right now, this is being streamed directly onto our TV channel. So we can just literally stick a stream and put it in Galavisión, Univision if they want to watch some of the speakers. And then the little logo on the left and the right-hand side of the Best Expo will be there. So we're talking about potentially reaching millions and millions of people. We can't have people like Jeff Hoffman, who's a phenomenal individual, or Doug Ivanovic, who spoke the other day, or Les Brown, with love, with hundreds or thousands. Millions of people need to listen to his message and their message because, they're profound and they're helping and changing people's lives in a deep way. But then also the hundreds and thousands of speakers that we have are helping people. So we need to help them spread their message so they can reach more and do more. Because the whole idea of what we're trying to do here is kind of revolutionize education, It's obsolete. It's obsolete. What is taught to schools is obsolete. And so, no, I think also I think there's a big excitement already around Dallas, and there's a lot of people that already signed up and are very, very excited.
Huge amount.
Yeah, we might have to get off this very soon and get on the phone. Just say it.
I think Empowering Women, the weekend is already sold out.
Is it?
The Saturday and the Sunday for speaking slots. I couldn't see much there. So that's good.
It's huge amount of interest.
Yeah, and I think as well, Dubai is going to be a massive marketplace, especially with the Empowering Women area. And obviously, business-wise, it's a very lucrative area. And, it's a very interesting area for a lot of people to want to break into. And I think the Expo could be, just the great way for people to open those doors. And having lived in Dubai myself, once you've opened those doors, it's a floodgate and, sky's the limit. So that's also another terrific marketplace to be very.
And I know you've got a lot of experience over there in Dubai, and some people have asked us questions, and I want to clarify this. Well, Bernardo, if it's virtual, why do you call it Dubai? Well, guys, they are in different time zones, okay? So, they are actually asleep when we're awake and vice versa. But the actual marketing, the strategic marketing is based on the area. So we're targeting speakers and sponsors and exhibitors that want to work and create awareness of their brand because they want to go global, i.e. they want to become aware of people they want people in the US and in Europe to become aware of their brands, even if they're based in the Middle East and vice versa. But this is the beauty, again, of the Best Year Expo. Guys, each and every one of you could be signing up for the next 4 expos, which you should be. And trust me, and I'm telling you, and the team don't even know this, but we can't afford to do a lot of the things that we do at the prices that we do because, we're really trying to help and support everyone and we want to make a difference. But, I'm not an NGO and Warren Buffett's not my dad. I know you probably think that we look alike, but he's not. So we need to charge for these things. We're charging $350 for a booth. No, it's true. And so people need to be realistic with their expectations. And I think a lot of people are unrealistic. And when I see people that invest, with love, a little bit of money, and then, look, I've spent millions on millions and millions to try and raise the brand, and I could spend $5,000-$10,000 in a day just in a Facebook campaign. So promoting these events, as people can imagine, is very costly, requires a lot of resources, but we make it as affordable as we can. We provide you, the tools and the systems where you can pay it over a period of time. But people should be speaking in all of the events, and people should be signing up for all the ones. And I'm very excited to get back to Dallas. I want to see what we can. In London. I'm very excited to get back to London in February. And I think some of the themes that you've seen on the adverts there before is around trying to find partners. Look, I would like to advertise in the next 2-3 months our expo in India. I would like to schedule an expo in India. I'd like to schedule an expo in Australia. I'd like to schedule an expo in Asia, and that could be China, Singapore, Malaysia. So we're looking, and I'm looking for people that have what it takes to say, "Hey, Bernardo, come on, we'll work and support you locally, and we'll make it happen." And I'm very excited on the licensings that are going to come out of this. I think, was it you, Michael, or Steve? I think you introduced me to a client that wants to run an expo for women. So watch this space because, we'll be doing a Best Youth Expo for women. We're going to be doing the Best Youth Expo as well. So mini expos orientated around specific expertise that some people might have that they might want to license and they might want to work with us. We'll give them the know-how, the support, and potentially, obviously, the customers. but they can come and partner up with us. So there's plenty of things in the pipeline.
Brilliant.
Good.
Okay, guys. Well, listen. So hold on. Just stay there with me there.
Getting the champers out, is it?
No, I think we have to give a bunch of flowers. I don't know how we're going to get them.
Yeah.
I did say already I would struggle to work with Bernardo, but on the other hand, you're very blessed. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Bernardo.
From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate and thank you all. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Okay, so we're going to continue. The show goes on, and we have still an amazing lineup prepared for you. Now, in a few minutes, I'm going to play a commercial, but not yet. So I just wanted to recognize my team. I wanted to thank them because, they've been a very important part of the journey. And we've shared many stories, many ups and downs and many concerns, but we've also had some beautiful moments. And we've trained thousands and thousands of people, and we've supported thousands and thousands of speakers. So it's been a beautiful, beautiful journey. I'm very, very blessed. Our next speaker is Marisa Pierre. Marisa Pierre. She is one of the top hypnotherapists on the planet. She is probably one of the best speakers that are out there. And I would highly recommend that you stay and watch it because, you're going to learn so many things. Marisa spoke at our Expo in London last year, and wherever she went, thousands of people followed her. Why? Because she's just this fountain of wisdom. She's got some phenomenal programs that she's going to be talking about, the RTT, the I'm Enough, and a lot of the trainers and teachers. Now, they have a booth at the Best You Expo. Make sure you reach out to them. If you're watching this as a recording, well, there'll be a little ticker there where you can just literally connect and engage with them and follow up with a lot of the services that they have, a lot of the products that they offer, a lot of the trainings that they have. So make sure you do. So I'm going to play a very quick commercial now, and I'll be seeing you here at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. See you soon. Thanks much.
For more information, go to www.thebestyou.co.